Here we go again, man. Talking about Jon Jones again. So we touched on this topic before. If you want to look back on my channel, I made a video. Jon Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall, and it seems like he's proceeding to do so. He was recently on Kevin Ioli's show on YouTube, and he said some interesting things. Before I get to Jon Jones spewing some bullshit, make sure you guys subscribe, because 97% now of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you enjoy this type of content, why aren't you subscribing? I see you guys returning, but not subscribing. Doesn't really make sense, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you.
Fight, right? So here's the question. You're fighting Stipe Miocic, and I know you're focused on that fight. If you defeat him, as you're a 6-1 favorite to win the fight, if you defeat him, will you defend your belt against Aspinall, who has the interim title?
More than likely not. More than likely not. I feel like Tom Aspinall is, I don't want to say nobody, but he just hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything. And
okay, so where do I start, bro? Jesus Christ, bro. So Tom doesn't deserve it, huh? He hasn't done enough. His fight average time is under 2 minutes. He's knocked out like 6 of the top 10 in under 2 minutes. Brody's never been taken down 100% takedown percentage, or takedown defense percentage, bro. 100%. The only time he was on his back is when he injured his knee. That's it. Like, he doesn't deserve it. Like, he's been on a all-time heavyweight run right now. And just because, oh, it's recent, they talk about Stipe 10 years ago. Like, yeah, he was the GOAT. He just got knocked out by Francis 3 years ago, and he hasn't fought since. God. I'm gonna keep letting the clip play before I start ranting too much.
so it's just like, I'm not here to gamble someone else making a name off of me.
I don't want somebody to make a name off of me. Off of him doing what? You don't want to gamble of him doing what to you, John? He just subconsciously basically admitted, I don't want to gamble getting beat by Tom Aspinall. What the fuck? It's basically what he's saying, bro. Oh, I don't want to face him because I don't want to gamble giving this guy a name. He's a nobody. Shut up, dude. Oh my God. You don't want to face the top level competition. That's not what you're worried about. You want, your whole career has been about advantages, you know. You needed the little, you know, and then you needed some middleweights to come up to light heavyweight. You get that advantage. You got the height advantage. You needed to go to heavyweight when it was Cyril Gane, not Francis, because he had no ground game. Interesting. Now let's let it keep rolling.
I'm here to compete against the guys where when we look back, 10 years from now, it'd be like Jon Jones fought this guy and that guy and this legend and this champion and this champion.
Dude, you know what? Fuck yeah. People are going to look back 10 years ago. It's like, dude, Jon Jones tapped this guy that got knocked out 3 years ago and basically retired and came back for a title shot. Dude. Oh, and what about that time he brought Anthony Smith to a decision? Oh, dude. Jon Jones' resume, bro. Oh my God. He fought all the best guys, dude. Such a badass, man. He always took the toughest fight. Oh, God, dude. Real quick before I get into the video, the first episode of my podcast is dropping. Link in the description. It's either dropping today or tomorrow. It's going to be this weekend. So make sure you tune in if you like Combat Sports Podcast. We're just starting episode 1. Let's go, baby. Subscribe. You won't regret it. And yeah, I'll give him credit for the Gustafsson fights. They were great fights, and Gustafsson was a great fighter. He lost to Reyes, which was a good fighter. That's why he beat the GOAT, right? But, the judges didn't think so, so we're not going to linger on it for too long. You see, the other UFC GOATs have a couple fights where they face a Gustafsson or a DC type level fighter, when Jon just really has those two main fights on his resume. One of the DC fights went to a no contest because, yeah. The Gustafsson fights, full credit. There you go. Full credit for those, 100%. But the other GOATs got a lot more fights against those type of match-skilled fighters that they end up coming on top. But, his resume is so great. God. I could go on about this for so long. And I just love how he's like building up Stipe now. And he's probably going to do that in front of the press too, like giving respect to Stipe. But in DMs on like Twitter and Instagram and comments, he's calling Stipe an old man. It's going to be easy bag and he's going to retire in the sunset. Why can't you just keep the same energy? Why don't you just play the villain? I don't understand. Why does he have to cap, bro? Why do you have to cap, John? Just play the villain and go off in the sunset genuine. People will probably respect you more that way. Then he goes on to say this.
If there were to be a fight of a guy that's still on our UFC roster that would be not only financially worth it, but legacy worth it, it would be Alex Pereira.
I wonder if there's any certain reason why. Is there because there's an element of his game that's missing? Perhaps? God. Listen, am I denying that Alex Pereira is a bigger star than Tom Aspinall? Of course Alex Pereira is a bigger star than Tom Aspinall. He's also not a heavyweight. He's also not a grappler. This man, Jon Jones, just wants another Cyril Gane fight. He wants 3 Cyril Gane fights. Cyril Gane, Stipe Miocic, and Alex Pereira. Listen, I love Alex Pereira. Probably my favorite fighter in UFC right now. Michael Venom Page really is, but he's not really that active. Alex Pereira is one of the most badass strikers on the planet. Like, he's one of the best kickboxers on the planet. Probably the best kickboxer on the planet. And can't wrestle. Is Jon Jones going to kickbox with him? No, dude. Yes, Alex Pereira trains with Glover Teixeira. Yeah, we haven't seen him grapple in a while. Yes, maybe he's improved. I'm sure he has. He works with Glover, but dude, he's just going to get tapped. If he's able to stuff a couple takedowns and Jon has to stand with him, hold up now. They're talking about something different, but I don't think that happens, sadly. Would I love to see Alex Pereira left hook Jon Jones' chin off? Yes. You can tell by how I'm talking about in Jon Jones' video. I would love to see it. But the thing is with Tom Aspinall, he could do it standing up. And I'm a lot more confident that he could stuff Jon Jones' takedowns because he hasn't been taken down yet. And yeah, Jon Jones is probably the best grappler in the division, maybe besides Tom Aspinall. He hasn't faced somebody like that. You could say that, sure. But I don't think so. I think he's... Like, when you see the two of them next to each other, Aspinall is a brick house and a true heavyweight, and Jon was eating his way up to heavyweight, avoiding Francis, is what happened. So, yeah, I just don't... You can't bully Tom Aspinall. He needs an advantage going into a fight, and it's... You can't be my GOAT. I'm sorry. You just can't.
And I think that fight would go much farther on my legacy than a young man who's cool today and maybe gone tomorrow. I remember a time when the whole world thought Johnny Walker was going to be the guy to beat me. And no disrespect for Johnny Walker, but I mean...
He's being dead ass. Wait, he's being dead ass. He just compared Johnny Walker to Tom Aspinall? Saying, oh, he's good for now. He's on a historical run in the heavyweight division. Oh, he's not that big of a deal. He's good for now. Bro. Are you fucking... He's just making excuses. The real reason is, yeah, it'll be better for your legacy. You know why? Because you wouldn't fucking lose. I mean, I pray to God Alex Pereira would knock you out, but realistically, you would go Khabib on his ass and choke him out. And you would have an advantage. That's why you want that fight. You wouldn't want an even matchup to prove you're the GOAT. Nah. You got to cherry pick, bro. God, it's so... Oh, my God. The way he's talking about it just makes it way more frustrating for me, bro. He's like trying to reason his way around it. The champion faces the interim champion. That's how it works, bro. Especially when the interim champion's on a historic run, but he hasn't done anything. Oh, God, it's awful, dude. I just can't fucking believe he compared him to Johnny Walker. Let me remind you of what Johnny Walker has been up to recently.
What up, we do? Fight, yes!
That's a 19-year-old in 16-ounce gloves, by the way. Welterweight, 16-ounce gloves, 19 years old. Against a guy that he's comparing to Tom Aspinall. He thinks that Tom Aspinall is going to have a fall-off like that. That's crazy. Sorry if Johnny Walker's watching this somehow and I disrespect him. I'm sorry, but... Even you know Tom Aspinall is a different beast, I'm sure. That's crazy glazed, but somebody's got to say it, dude. Like, there's so many Jon Jones fans just riding his dick.
I've just been here too long to get all excited about someone who's hot today. I'm here for legacy. I've been gambling for way too long to just take random fights.
I'm not going to take random fights, he says. It's not a random fight. It's the interim of your division. The guy that's on a historic run in your division, you just don't want the fight. Just say you don't want to lose. Say it's too much of a gamble to face Tom Aspinall. I'm not trying to lose. I'm trying to go off on a win. I'm trying to get him pick fights and win and then retire off in the sunset. Just say that. You've said it in DMs. Why aren't you saying it in interviews? And Kevin Aoki presses Dana White, but he didn't give any pushback to Jon in this at all. Besides him saying that he didn't think Johnny Walker was going to beat him. Yeah, that's got him there. Basically glazing him. So, yeah, Jon Jones inducted Tom Aspinall. This made it even worse than before. I don't know if he was thinking that he was explaining himself well there. He just made himself look worse, in my opinion. So, yeah, Jon Jones is a duck and not the GOAT, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about in the comments down below about all of this. Let me know if you think that he ends up beating Stipe, which I do think he does. Let me know if he ends up facing Tom Aspinall after, which I don't think he does. Make sure you guys check in the description for the Day One's podcast. We should be posting tonight, which is Friday. Could be Saturday. We're trying to make sure everything's right. So Friday or Saturday should be one of those days. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment on the video. I'm trying to grow this channel into something big one day. Trying to get on that platform so I can fight Neon one day. That's your guys' responsibility to blow me up for that. Just letting y'all know. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual, or rant in this case. Peace out.